Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Library of Ruina. In the last part, we had a fight against Sayo, and after that, Sayo refused to give me a key page once again. And as you can probably guess, after all, I already said in the last part, I got it. Yeah, Sayo's key page. I finally got it. And just for clarity, I want to show you guys something really quickly. Do you see those numbers? Do you see those 11447766? Well, there are a few numbers that are missing. And you can probably assume what happened yet again. Yeah? Sayo refused to give me her key page until literally everything of the left side was used up. I had to burn so many books. And now I still have 3 remaining. Yeah, I kind of had to fight that fight a couple of times, but I'm not salty about that, Sayo. I'm totally not salty about that. At the very least, now I'm getting more comfortable with the fight itself, even though if it doesn't really play out the way I wanted to play, she's still able to crush me during her second phase. So yeah, it's pretty much like the purple tier. If my luck isn't really there and I don't get the right key pages, well, rather not key pages, abno pages, then we're not going to have such a good time, right? But let's not think about that, right? Let's not think about that. After all, in this week, we're probably going to focus a lot on abnormalities, seeing how the Tiferet is waiting for us for quite a while. But give me a second, Tiferet. We still need to do one more invitation in order to trigger the second abnormality, right? After all, I always want to have at least 2 abnormalities at a time before I actually make a whole abnormality part. And seeing how we only have like 5 left, there's a high chance I'm probably going to make a 3 abnormality part again, just in order to balance it out again. I mean, Bina kind of messed up the whole idea behind the 2 abnormality at a time thing that I was going for, so that I always have enough things to do in one part. But it's fine, right? It is fine. Let's not worry about that. Let's just do the second episode of the FAM, which is a 3-act one. Well then, actually speaking, I think the FAM was pretty much the first invitation that I wanted to do in this whole area. It's kind of ironic that they became literally the last path that we are going to take, right? Right, Boris? And I don't even remember the other. It is so long. It is so long. Phew. Just had a call. It looks like there's a huge fight with the index going on outside. The streets are gonna reek of blood, huh? It's not just a street. The entire nest is awash with blood. The hell is the Leo Association up to anyways? Poking around in an abandoned nest. The index and Arcorp are already keeping us swamped. I mean. Besides, there's been an awful lot of distortion sighted around here these days. All those voids took out half of our good mans. Everyone seems to be looking for clues on the distortion. They must have determined that the library sitting at the center of the nest had to be closely related to that phenomenon. Well, we are, kinda. And it's true that the distortion has been happening here more frequently than any other places. Really? Everything around the nest of L? I mean, I guess it's closest to the source, where everything started, but still. Greetings, sir. Sit down now. As you have said, the Index, the Leo, and the Arcorps are ransacking this nest. It's not just them. We've received reports that the Blue Reparation and the Purple Tier are also present. The Blue Reparation, you say? The one who took our fabric turned out to be working for him. I see. What do you think is attracting the Blue Reparation and his gang here? It must be the library. Several well-known individuals and groups fell victim to it too. Whoever takes over that library is gonna be the victor of this tedious battle. But whenever we try to get there ourselves, the invitation to the library just vanishes. It's as if they're refusing to let us in. Wait, we're refusing them? I thought we literally accept anyone. Well, That was true, up until now. We tried acquiring it through our subordinates and claimed it for others with force, but nothing worked. However, I directly received an invitation today. It says they have a book of the new association up for the grab. Wait, so that means if you try to take somebody else's invitation, it's just poof, going away? But if you have your own invitation, then you can just simply give it to somebody else? That is interesting to know, because, like I said, the blue guy was handing them out! He even forced them to sign it! But I guess the other way around is not allowed, huh? Well, that's good to know. That is the book that we need most right now. If we can find a way to deal with the new association, then we are guaranteed to win at least half of this nest. It will give us a chance to stifle them for sure. Oh, young? An underboss bringing all his capos into the library doesn't strike me as a good idea, though. What? What is a messenger of the index doing here? If you say anything stupid, I will pull out your tongue. She's already pointed the gun at him, and he's preparing his knuckles. Oh! Well, at the very least, he's stopping them for now. You guys are always on edge. I'm not here to see you bleed today. And I reckon you aren't here to throw sheep yap at us either, right? So to Capo Carlo, may I speak to you for a moment? I appreciate the index for upholding basic manners, so go on ahead. This is just my opinion, but I don't think you should go. You're most likely to get turned into a book there. If the underboss managing this area ends up disappearing, it will only be a matter of time until the index ceases its place after all. And just think about it. If the index happen to get your book in the library, not only will the thumb have a harder time trying to break the index, it will also put the entire syndicate at a huge disadvantage. Wouldn't you agree? Why are you giving them those advices? Aren't you enemies? Well, this is a rare occasion. A messenger stating their own opinion instead of delivering prescripts. I only have the patience to acknowledge the prescripts of the index, not the personal rambling of a mere messenger. Tell the zealots of the index remaining in the Alcops territory this. Once we've sorted out this matter, we shall put out their teeth and tongues and feed them to the hounds as punishment for insulting the thumbs. Although you won't be alive to relay that message with your own mouth. Ah! So it had to go this way. When one dares to irritate their superior, take their tongue. Well, why did you go there? Under which kind of circumstances would you... Do you know how deadly they are? And how they don't really like to listen to anybody, right? They're literally killing each other at some point as well. That was a stupid thing to do, but then again, maybe Prescript told them to give them a warning or something. They don't really have a will on their own, right? Always following the Prescripts. If you don't, you're just gonna die. Like everyone else. And even if you follow them, somebody might try to rip out your spine. Like that giant... Okay, I'm not even sure what it is. Some kind of machine. There was a machine. Okay, there was a machine. They execute anyone who ruffles their feather, even so slightly, huh? They don't care who the offender may be as well. It certainly looks like they don't. Not even the members of Another Finger seem to be exempt from their rules. And remembering what I've heard last time, the Echelons appeared to matter as well. That's right. You have to be courteous to the people whose position is higher than yours. You can't casually mention their names or speak before they do. You need permission for every little thing. Well, there are exceptions, of course. Strictly speaking, a higher class person can theoretically lend the authorities of their position to someone else, but it's a rare case. Generally speaking, a grade 1 fixes on the same position as a capo in their hierarchy. You can't even make an eye contact with a person whose class is higher than you. Neither of those fingers are right in the head, I gotta say. And don't know about that. I actually like the straightforwardness of this. What? What? Oh god, they're all here. They didn't hear the warning at all. Not at all. Anyone sustaining heavy injuries? We don't need dead weight getting in our way. Whoa. No, I'm unharmed, sir. It wasn't easy though. The index is a bothersome bunch. Even just a messenger can be a pain in the ass to deal with. But seeing how you are pretty much unarmed, that's not a good sign for Yang. They also don't respect their superiors. Need to be taught a lesson in manners. Are you going to be alright, sir? Words of that messenger had a point. It may be safer, more benefit for the farms if you just stayed in the base. Shouldn't you be worrying about your own safety first? I was about to say, but no, everything's fine. Angela's here. Greetings, dear guest. Please don't start killing each other, right? I am Angela, the director and the Baron of Maroon's namesake. That's intriguing. I heard that the director of this place was a machine, but I suppose that's not entirely true. It's rather irritating to hear you go on about whether I'm a machine or not, right in front of my face, you know. The ruling figure of a star of the city, standing at a higher echelon than a pseudo-capo such as myself. You ought to pay her due respect, Katria. Oh, so she is higher position. Oh, okay. So it means she has technically the right to tell you something as well. If she were in your organization, of course. That was impolite of me. I will pay my price now. Dennis, please cut off my tongue? What? No way! Katril may not be flawless, but I appreciate how she's quick to reflect on her mistake. You called? The heck is wrong with those guys? Please forgive our rudeness with this, ma'am. He was right about you. You're all sick in the head. When you find your book in this, yeah, never mind. Just go. God, yeah, it was a good idea that we saved them for last. They're crazy. They're just crazy. Why would you harm your own subordinates? You're about to fight them after all. Huh? And Denise is coming first from the looks of it. Okay, what do you have? Range, of course. Armor supplies. After 3 successful attacks with melee combat page, add a random ammunition to hand. Additional supply. Every time the character exhausts 3 ammunition, add a random ammunition to hand at the end of the scene. Concentration, of course, and Pierce Mastery. Doesn't really seem like you have any new cards. Wait a second. Summary Judgment. On use. Discard a page with the lowest cost. If an ammunition was discarded, all offensive dice on this gain +1. It is a discard page that isn't range, but also super strong. 3-7, 3-6, 5-10. Okay, that one seems good. It even comes with an avoid dice. I already really like the bayonet attack, which adds ammunition as well. But Summary Judgment seems good as well. And I guess the others are just going to bring the same stuff with the exception of the Summary Judgment. Which means this is pretty much a ranged battle again. Well, Tiferet, how do you feel? I mean, the last time you took care of the farms, how about just going to do it again? I mean, now with Bonbon's singular strike upgrade, she shouldn't have any issues handling them, right? And in the worst matters, they can't even talk. Did they all lose their tongues? No way! Oh god! But as I said, in the worst, now I can't speak anymore. But yeah, if she was already able to beat them before, she shouldn't really have any issues to win against them again. And in the worst case scenarios, we have backups. I already saw we have another floor available, so yeah. And they all start with concentration. Right! Bonbon, you have to get ready! You have to get ready! They're going to shoot very, very soon. And some of them are relatively quick as well. And isn't that just nice? I think I am able to block pretty much everything. But I'm also debating whether it would be a good idea to go for a leap instead, so that Haru is able to draw a couple more pages around here. Yeah, that's probably the better option for him right now. Especially since a couple of them have the... Oh god. Oh god, okay, that's good. A couple of them had too many attack dices. But it's fine, it's fine. Once I roll off, I should be able to recover our health again, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna give that to Tiferet. And Tiferet shouldn't really have any issues winning against them, right? There we go. The love card, right away. Just the way I like it, right? Just the way I like it. So are you guys already trying to shoot? One person is. I don't mind if I do. I'm gonna grab that one with extreme edge, actually speaking. Violent Blade might be better. Then I can already counter one of their attacks. Okay, this one's going to get countered. Those are redirected. Tiferet is going to get a free hit, but that's fine. Don't really have an answer for the second die. Or rather, my second die isn't really fast enough in order to redirect anything, so we kind of have to go for this. It's fine, she can take a couple of hits. 18, okay. I already saw 25. I think I would have preferred the 25, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Come on. There we go. Free hit. Lots of smoke for Tiferet. Minimal damage on my Bong Bong. That's fine. Am I going to get a stagger? Probably not, right? Or am I? 1 point! Once again! It's always the 1 point, right? And at the very least, she's no longer shooting anymore. I would have preferred if that one went towards Bong. Oh. Well, don't mind if I do, right? Don't mind if I do. So, okay, once again, I can't really redirect all the hits, but at the very least, she should be able to tank that. She should be able to take that. Hopefully. They are able to dish out quite a lot of damage. Okay, she did get a stagger, but we have claimed my flesh now, right? So that's a good thing. Okay, that didn't really went through. That's not good. Bong Bong. Please tell me that you're fine, Bong Bong. I don't want to lose that card. It's relatively difficult to get that. Just saying. How about I'm going to give you a blessing as well in order to make sure that you survive, huh? I mean, it's not gonna work now, but maybe in the future, huh? Maybe in the future. Go for a shoot again, huh? That's good. Oh, it's not even going towards Tiff. Oh, that's even worse. So at the very least, I'm going to make sure that the girl dies. One attack went through, but that's fine. Fine. She's able to tank without issues. Come on. At the very least, get her. Yes, there we go. 37. The other one is going to survive, but that's fine. It's fine. I just need to win a couple of clashes now in order to recover my... yeah. I mean, in order to recover my stagger and the other stuff. Now redirect that. No. Well, raise the grass it is. So, a couple of extra hits for this girl. But then again, it's not very likely for her to survive all of those hits, so yeah. One overcome crisis is going to go to the left girl. That went through. Second one was blocked. Perfect. Is she able to survive this onslaught of attacks? 10? Should I have stick with that one overcome crisis? Yeah, probably should have stick with that decision. Yeah, she survived with 1. I should have left it there. I should have just left it there. Okay, Tiferida's gonna get the endurance. She can always need that. And that should be enough to finish them off. Oh yes! You didn't even have to hit her. The bleed was enough to finish it off. But that's just precious. That is just precious! And Tiferid barely had any chances to recover my guys. Okay, let's hope during the next round we have more chances, huh? Yeah, it's gonna be fine. The next round is going to give us more opportunities, right? Boris. Okay, the grid. Reduce incoming damage and stagger damage by 1, including damage from non-attacks. So he's super tanky. Respiration. At the start of the scene, restore 1 light if the current light is 0. Blunt boost. Concussion. Extra damage for blunt attacks. So you can't really use range then. Yeah. I guess he's the only guy that doesn't use guns around here. Pharaoh's Guard. 3-8, 3-7, 2-5. Okay, that's quite tanky. Right from the start, it doesn't really look so good. Respect is the same. Steel Knuckel. Draw 1 page. 4-8, 3-7. Followed up by a 2-6 counter die. That certainly could be worse. And then we have Disciplined. Dice on this page and the page clashing with it are unaffected by power gained or loss. 2-6, 4-8, 3-5, 3-7. This die is rolled 3 times. And because it is on the 4th slot, it's... I can't do anything against that. Because it is on the 4th slot. Huh. That's not good. That's not good. Different. Good luck. I mean, at the very least, it's still a 4v4 fight, so I guess it's fair. It's kind of fair. And he can't use it right away, so if I tackle him down right from the start, it shouldn't really cause any issues for us. Right? At the very least, I hope it's not going to cause any issues, and I would have really loved it if I had healed my flesh right now, but I don't, so violent blade it is! Yeah, this blade should be strong enough to actually handle that without any issues, right? Without any issues. And I should be able to redirect a couple of hits as well in order to boost up their strength. So, let's see. So, okay, this attack goes through, but most of our attacks are going to go towards Boris, so maybe I could get the stagger now? I would prefer it if I could get the stagger right from the start. That would be really, really helpful. Come on. It went through. Okay. 50% of stagger is already gone. That looks very good. Didn't get my strength boost, but that's fine. At the very least we have the light recovery. Come on. Right. Is that HP if it is avoid dice? I can't even tell. I don't really use the love button much. I know that it heals a random character at times, so in that regard, it can become really good, right? it can become really good, and she also has the endurance buff, so yeah, oh shoot, he's already going for it. But he's slow, and this is a melee attack, so I should be able to stop it in time if I'm quick enough. If I'm fast enough, I should be able to stagger him before he actually hits my bonbon. Now sure, the others are going to get a hit from the focus fire, but at the same time we're also able to reduce the damage a bit for this and the next turn, so that should be fine. Yes, I got the stagger, okay. It's going very well. If he's staggered next round, I could quite possibly ignore him in the next turn. If he survives. Never mind. Never mind, the Overcome Crisis was a bit too much, and all of them weren't really able to talk as well. Which means, yes of course, they probably also already lost all of their tongues. Which is not a good thing, by the way. Which is not a good thing. Oh, how many attacks is that? 3? It is focus fire though. I don't know about that. Not entirely sure if that's going to be enough to kill everyone, but at the very least I should be able to block pretty much all attacks. Yes, very good. Not entirely sure who got the heal, but that's fine. Are we going to get the stagger? I got the stagger, which means I have the power boost. That didn't really went that well, but it's fine. At the very least we got the stagger once again. Another stagger, okay, that's the third one. Which means the next round is pretty much free. Anyone can do whatever. It's good. It's very good. And that guy is already dead. It is always the last digits. It is always, and will ever be, the last digits, right? Okay, Bonbon, would you be so free to finish? Oh god. Wait a second. Okay, turns out there was a mod in my room and it literally jumped on my arm. So yeah, during the day it's butterflies and during the night it's mods. Isn't that great? Absolutely great. None of them ever leave me alone. And by the way, before I press anything, I'm just gonna add a couple of extra attacks in the mix, just in case. I just noticed that guy over there has a bit more HP than the other. Now he's certainly not going to survive anything, but just in case, right? Just in case. I don't want to give them any chance to recover after all. Okay. Now. It's just two, right? Yeah. Katril and Carlo. And to put even more insult into the whole thing, do you see this? She's not even beside him. A thumb soldier is right beside him. Katril has been pushed into the middle of them. She's not even the right side man. That's so mean. It's so mean. Just because how should she even know that Angela is the boss? Sure, she sends out invitations, but everyone can send out invitations, right? It doesn't have to be the boss. Anyways, Carlos, let me see. He's ranged, so that means he's gonna shoot like everyone else. Speed 3, that's good. Then we have access to more of those dices. Armor supply after 3 scene, extra ammunition, that's also good. The boss's order. At the start of the scene, give 1 protection to 2 random allies. Oh, really? Threefold tenacity. Every third offensive dice gain 1 plus power. Starting with the 4th scene, all offensive dice gain 1 plus power instead. So I have to finish him off quickly. After all, after the 4th scene, he's going to get fully offensive. Okay, then of course he comes with Unrelenting, because why not? Blind Fire, that gives him even more strength, and Pierce Mastery. Great. Do you also have any unique cards? You don't have Focus Fire, which is good, because that card is always giving me a bit trouble. Legirola. All allies deal +2 damage with their offensive dice next scene. A 5-11, 5-10. Not entirely sure if that is so good, but at the same time, if you're about to finish off your enemy, I could see how that could be beneficial to everyone, especially since it's already going to get +2 if it is staggered, which means that ×2 if it is staggered, which means it's pretty much 4 plus damage on everyone, right? On everyone. And if we have smoke on top of it, it's just going to boost it up even further. I mean, it's not the best, but it is. I guess it could be useful. It could be useful. Then, of course, the farm soldier, the regular guy. And Catriel, do you have anything specific? Yeah, you have specific cards. Empowered First Shot. When playing a ranged combat page, its first offensive die gains 1 power. So you always have a better shot, which means Focus Fire is even stronger on her. Interesting. That combined with Concentration and Pierce Mastery is just going to boost it up even further. But other than that, she doesn't really have anything else. Yeah, that's literally the only benefit that she has over the others. Except, of course, her higher HP, but that's normal, right? She is stronger than a normal soldier, but I guess in Kalos' eyes, she has dishonored the farms. That's why she was pushed away. So cruel. Why are they treating them so cruel, right? Is she able to say anything? I should pay attention to that. Nope. That proves it. That proves it. Everyone who has dots has lost their tongues. Every single one of them has lost their tongues. You madman. You madman. We may be in the enemy's territory, but we're dealing with the star of the city. Mind your manners. Well, okay. Fine, Carlo. And you start off with Regola, I mean. On my bonbon with a 6er dice. Can I do anything about that? Probably not. I mean, I could certainly try to go for my counter die, but my counter die is not strong enough to deal with both of those hits. I can certainly beat one of them though, which I'm totally going to do. And the others, well, it's more something like guts feeling then. Certainly have to finish her off as quickly as possible since she has the power dice and the range attacks. Well, let's draw a couple of pages for now. Yeah, let's just draw a couple of pages for now. So, okay. Everyone is attacking Kalos. A couple of hits go towards Catriel. But I'm just going to count on the counter dice in order to block her one single attack over there. And other than that, we're just going to try our best, right? That didn't went through. The first turn is always the most crucial one, where they are the strongest of all, right? Concentration buff is just way too strong, but at the very least we're going to do quite a lot of damage against Kalos, thanks to the Violent Blade. 11 on the counter dice, that's very appreciated. Another 20 for him, combined with the smoke, so we can deal even more damage on it. Extreme Edge, so that we can disarm her a little bit. There we go, stagger complete. He's almost dead. He is dead. He's about to die. Kalos! I know that you want to show respect and all, but I'm sorry, but I guess we're about to do something really mean. We're about to do something really mean. I'm actually going to go for... should I intercept that? They throw a couple of dangerous attacks on her. There's a chance I could beat that. But on the other hand, she already has ammunition, so she is going to get the power boost. And the first die is always going to get boosted as well. Well, yield my flesh. Yield my flesh, right? When in doubt, always go for yield my flesh. And actually speaking, here's unrelenting, right? Plus 2 damage, power up. Right. Wait, is that an effect that stays for a while? Oh, I thought that would only last for one scene. It will last for a couple of turns. That is going to be really appreciated. Interesting. Anyways, what am I gonna do with that? I guess the only thing that I can do is block the first die. Draw against this. Actually speaking, I can also go for the light recovery plus draw, or the strength boost again. That's not gonna be enough to actually beat it. In order to break through unrelenting, I need to roll really high. Which is technically doable with Bonbon. Kinda. It is possible with Bonbon. But I'm not entirely sure if she's actually able to pull that off. I can certainly redirect one hit with Tiferet. Then redirect another one. For the family. Mint is able to tank that without any issues. Well, in worst case scenarios, coordinated assault should be able to break through it without any issues. I don't really have enough charges to go for the good light recovery, so in that case, everyone else is going to focus on her for now. Don't really have anything specific on my Haru, that is not good. But we can't really do anything else. I need to add more draw of cards into her deck. It's not good if she only has like 2 cards. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Yep. Healing my flesh is very strong. Nobody is able to beat that. We got the stagger on Catrill. Come on. Let's be lucky. Let's be lucky with Carlo. Slay as well. Good job. Yes. Okay, Unrelenting was already defeated. Or maybe it already got triggered during the last phase. I didn't see that. Nevertheless, he's about to die. That guy's about to die. Let's go for another slay. Actually speaking, I need the light recovery, so never mind. Not entirely sure if that's going to be enough. Oh god. Oh god, you're so dead. Yes. Violent Blade. Boosted Violent Blade. Because why not? Repressed Flesh is certainly going to be enough to finish it off. Will of the Prescript, just because. Light Recovery, just because. And that other guy is about to die. Behold! 35! 32! Different! That is way too brutal! That is way too brutal! Oh my god! Well, yeah, sorry, Carlos. I was supposed to be here first, but if you should have never given me that strange restriction with the Book of Liu, you know? You should have just allowed me to proceed. Look at how many books I got! So many books! And the Book of Boris, I need to burn that right away, if I remember right. Ricardo kind of wanted to have that clothed. And we have the sparkle effect on both Haru and Bonbon. So I really appreciate this whole fight. Really. It was a blast, right, Fritz? You really enjoyed that one. Now then. The fun was bound by their strict decree, even to death. And they shoved the fun's rule up others' asses too, because they have the power to do so. Who's making the rules for them anyways, I wonder? That's a tough question, and I don't think anyone has the answer for that either. Hell, I bet they don't even know when those rules were established. They aren't much better than those zealots chasing the prescript in that sense. Do you think they're dumb to follow those unfair rules without even knowing why? I'd be lying if I said no, though I can understand them somewhat. After all, you also had to follow their rules that Ave gave you during the part of your creation. It certainly seems pathetic that they are blindly obeying them without acknowledging the reason, even if they have complaints. However, there's little point in questioning things that have always stayed the same and had to stay the same as well. A lesson you learned from your previous job, right? I wouldn't paint it as something as nice as that. It was what I had to ingrain in my head. Calling it a lesson feels inappropriate to me. More like brainwashing, huh? You had to follow the rules, no matter what. If you don't, everything gets resetted. And that is punishment in itself, right? It's just an observation that I made. From what I've seen, people who live aimless lives think that they had no other choice. You said the same thing before, right? And now, I got to understand it a bit better. It's not that I understand the rules of the finger themselves. Of course, different individuals would see them from various perspectives and judge for themselves whether they are good things or bad things. Anyways, the warning that the messenger of the index gave wasn't worth nothing. With one of the higher-ups gone, the thumb could be in actual danger. That is, if they actually get their hands on that book, right? True, the thumbs must be bummed to know that an underboss of their own is now a book. Does it make the index the only finger remaining in Alcop's nest now? Well, I'm not so sure about that. It's up to them to retreat or hold the fort, after all. Not like we need to care about it. True. Whether they go or stick around, it's not really of our concern. The only thing that we care about is if they actually accept our invitations, right? And would you look at that? Yes, finally, Hogma has finally acquired an abnormality on his own. Would you believe that? Would you actually believe that? And you know what that means, right? In the next part, we're going to handle a couple of abnormalities. I hope you guys look forward to that. Until then, bye bye!